some weird mashups. Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are there any of the sports games you're looking forward to seeing, like where things go? I mean, everybody loves FIFA. I do the one soccer game that I really or football game that I
Hey, Jet. It's time for more not E3 in the form of EA. Can you hear the excitement on my voice? There's a few things that I'm like hopeful for in this. Apparently there's rumor of a surprise announcement. I'm skeptical, but I think out of this, what I'd be happiest with is maybe a Mass Effect Trilogy remaster or new Dragon Age news. I don't think we're gonna get either of those things, but those would be like something of interest. Hey, Zumi. They're just talking about their predictions. I'll unmute it when we get like to pre-roll kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm really expecting out of. We'll definitely have like a sports section of the presentation. Which I mean, I love sports games. You know me. It's fine. It's a huge part of their industry, so I get it. Don't want to knock on a game that you might like. Windstorm. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi, Kurt. This is another not E3 event. It is a EA presentation that is starting in 4 minutes. Well, apparently 6 minutes. This is live. Okay. What is this countdown to? Why is it all of those numbers are wrong? I've been watching Last of Us 2 all day. And I gotta say, it's really good. Makes me want to... Because the problem is I have Last of Us 1 on PS3, and I don't have a PS3. So I don't really want to go buy Last of Us 1 and 2 for 4. Because then I could stream both. But that's also like $120. Actually, I don't know how expensive Last of Us 1 is right now, but I'd imagine on the PS4 it's still probably pricey. There's you sent in a job application, you're super nervous. Oh, best of luck. Hope you get it, Kurt. One of the things that I've really been liking is I won't speak of anything
like we've got company
story-wise with Last of Us 2, but there's difficulty options for like every different thing in the game, and it's so like I'm so happy to see that kind of stuff, especially in like a AAA game. Like the difficulty slider isn't just, you know, like normal or like easy, medium, difficult or whatever, you know. It's got like like your health, how much like damage you can take and how much damage you get dealt, a slider for that, a slider for how much your allies help or don't help, a slider for how much like health and damage enemies do, a slider for how easy it is for you to sneak, a slider for how rare like consumable or like crafting materials are to pick them up and hunt. It's great. Like that's the kind of shit I'd like to see, because sometimes I don't want to play a hard game. I just want to, you know, do the fun. And then you could do like, oh, the dog is very good. Look at him. There's preset settings, yes. Like each of those settings. So like it says like stealth, and then stealth has like an easy, medium, difficult as a slider kind of thing. So each of those like 5 settings has an easy, medium, difficult, and maybe it goes harder than difficult or whatever. But then there's like a whole bunch of accessibility options with the HUD and stuff, where you can even like disable the HUD entirely. Because that would be like a fun challenge to run and stuff like that. But hot damn, it's really good. Also, don't be like me and just watch a little bit of it to be like, oh, I wonder if I should get it, like pick it up. Don't watch a playthrough of it. The prologue is incredibly spoilery. Ashley Johnson's amazing. So good. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm bummed at like all the negative press it got, because people are idiots. One minute till Epic Games, or EA Games. It's not Epic. Can't say Epic Games anymore, because that's a thing. Did you guys see that, like, for the new... Oh, maybe we'll get Apex stuff. I'm assuming we're going to get Apex stuff. There's no reason... I have it muted right now, because they're just talking about their predictions, which I don't want to hear. I want to hear my predictions. Yeah, I'd like to see maybe new season stuff for Apex, or, like, upcoming map or hero. That'd be fun. So, I mentioned it a little earlier when... only a few folks were in, but like what I'd like to see out of this, and I'm only saying this now because of like Pokemon Snap 2 happening. Like, I'd like to see Mass Effect Trilogy remaster or Dragon Age. Those are my 2 things. Jedi Fallen Order 2 teaser trailer? I feel like that's pretty quick. Like, didn't Jedi come out like in November? I'd like to see a teaser trailer. I just think it's too soon. Here, I'll turn on.
Then everybody thought boards weren't cool anymore.
It's
So
too.
we just gave up on them.
How is that for volume compared to me?
We lost all the board games.
I'm gonna turn it down for me,
Well, not
because
the
I
board
can't
games,
hear
those are
myself.
spinning around. Oh, that's okay.
It's pretty good.
Oh boy. Do you miss being at one of these things in person, Jess?
Seems good. Cool.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Sorry I
It's
haven't
a
been
crazy
streaming
feeling
much.
Of just like, especially this moment, like the countdown.
Other than like these
You can
press
feel the energy of the
conferences
room,
and
everybody
announcements and
around
stuff.
you, just getting to see these games for the first
I'm
time.
just in a weird.
Totally. No, it is a special feeling.
Kinda
and
weird.
I very much miss that. E3 is crazy, but it's life, man.
It's a
all I
beautiful, beautiful madness. All right, we are down in 5 seconds. Here we.
It's a tad louder than me. Thank you for saying that. There we go. Why is it Bobby? Don't be, it's like shaking up and down. Why is it doing that? It's gonna drive me wild.
Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play 2020. We're happy
okay.
that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel.
Okay,
This
it's
has
out of sync for
certainly
everyone.
been a
I just wanted to check that.
From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication
better?
while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together, to play, and do amazing things for each other. You've shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet.
On the plus side,
This is also a critical
I bought
time
some
for the movement
raspberry
and racism
lemonade,
and
chat.
racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. Into our company, and we are committed to doing that work.
weird.
Today we're
I didn't
here
even realize
because of
that
the
there was.
power of
I was
games.
not on the official
Games
stream.
bring us together. They can make our lives better.
Thank
they
you.
can teach us. They can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun.
What?
All of us at Electronic
Games
Arts
cannot
believe
be
in that.
fun.
And it's why we're excited to get up every morning to
a
make
lie.
great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
I just Googled, hey, I want to watch the EA Play thing live. And that's what the first link
What's
popped
up,
up was.
everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and welcome to EA Play.
Hey, you were in the
We had
PC
an
thing.
incredible show in LA planned for you.
You can't
Huge
be in
stage,
both.
Massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, James? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies
Oh, isn't,
this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh,
There was
and
like a
pay
new
close
Star Wars
attention
game
because
announced
today
the other
you
day,
could win
like
one of
Rogue
thousands
Squadron
of Steam codes
kind of thing.
for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam.
I'd like to
Throughout the
see
show,
how
keep
I'm
an
going to get
eye
disappointed
out for
by
the
that.
discreetly placed golden letters. Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam.
I got it.
So don't go
I'm
anywhere.
going to write it down, Chad. We
Who
got
am I
an
kidding?
E.
None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's
Bet you
see
the next
some
letter's
games.
A.
Up first, we're headed to the Outlands.
Just
That's
calling it.
right. It's Apex Legends time.
Yay!
Anyone want to take me out?
1080 did not fix much.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started.
EA.
Season 4 saw more of you
A.
jumping into the fight than
It's
ever
an E,
before,
it's an
and
A.
you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
We hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba,
It's my girl.
a major map change to Kings Canyon, rest in peace Skulltown, an all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take a look.
I might bury you here. No one will ever know. You'll just be gone.
Not Mirage.
Adventurers, raiders, explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what
Stinky
they're looking
man.
for. But if they survive, they might walk away with lost treasures.
I'll high-five you all when I see you. Mobile respawn beacon here.
Mobile respawn.
Firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Oh shit. Did you see that? Lifeline has like a mobile
I know what I'm looking for.
fucking
I won't walk away without it.
she could res people and do shit at the same time. Apex is very good. I like it a lot. Viz and I and Sarah have been playing a bunch lately.
Careful. Kids watching you.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures Collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map.
All Evo armor.
Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon.
Okay,
You'll
so
have
that's
one of
only
these in
in
your
that new
inventory
game
at the
mode.
start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle. Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is fittingly a trophy of himself.
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd. And that's not all, Apex fans. The battle is expanding. That's right, this fall we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping, wondering, praying, so before you ask, yeah, crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Hey.
It's been one of the biggest requests we get, and we're thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, one last thing, let's make it official. We're huge fans of Nintendo here at Respawn.
There you go.
And we're incredibly excited to be bringing Apex Legends to the Switch this fall. And we'll share more details in the months ahead. So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter where you and your friends prefer
That's
to
awesome.
play. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or on the PC
More
via
of that.
Origin and Steam.
Video games.
We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On behalf of the entire Apex team, we want to thank our incredible community. Your passion for the game is truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Woo! Oh man, that was amazing. I think I'm hyperbole. I think I'm hyperman. I've had a really good time here.
Sul,
I
everyone.
love and hate Mirage at
One
the same
thing I
time.
admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters. At The Sims, we've always believed representation and diversity in games is critically important, perhaps now more than ever. It's difficult to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself
How long is
reflected
this
in the
estimated
games
to
you
be?
play.
I've been told 50
So,
minutes.
Here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
I would have laughed if it was all just Sims and they're like,
feels
"Ah, but nah,
empowering,
no,
actually,
ma."
and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first before seeing
Took
my
45 minutes?
disability,
Okay.
I guess you could say.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
I play to build me.
I play to express myself.
I play to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game. It's creating your life.
It's a nice message. I don't know how much Sims lets you do nowadays. I haven't played Sims in a hot minute, but
As you just saw,
for some reason
there
you
are
can't really
so
enjoy
many reasons
EA
why I am
games.
proud
That's
to be
fine.
part of the Sims global community. We want the Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your
there's a
authentic
lot they
self
have their
and
fingers
build your
dipped
vision
into.
for our shared world, a place to
I'm not
imagine
crazy
what's possible.
about them, but every
to
now
our
and
Simmers,
then,
thank you for everything you've done
when they
to
don't
make your
fuck with
communities
it,
virtual and real a better place.
something good happens.
Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam today. Take a look.
Oh, it's on Steam. That's nice. That was like one of the biggest reasons I didn't go back to Steam. So I just don't want to play on Origin. I just feel bad that they're like, here's all these touching things about Sims, and I'm like, I just delete the ladder from the pool so they can't get out. Outer Wilds got on Steam today. Oh, nice. Also, The End. Thank you, The End, for 10 months. Sorry, I was waiting for the music to stop.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me
They can
today
climb
from
out
our
without a
community
ladder?
team is Freeman.
Hey folks,
Ruined.
yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead Space 3, are all playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall,
Oh, shit.
you can get all those great titles
There's
and a ton more with your
Titanfall 2 has
membership.
multiplayer,
You can
right,
also
Biz?
expect to see
should I
our
get it
new
on Steam
releases
too?
on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
Oh, Calvi, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see that. Thank you for 14 months. Thank you for building such a great community and being a good guy. Thank you, Calvi. Sorry I missed that. It's hard to hear my alerts with the music.
Welcome back, Commander.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months.
It's only 10
including
bucks on
Burnout
Steam.
Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting
think-
with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
Do you think
It's
they were
all
like
about giving you the freedom
giving
to
up
play
on
what
Origin?
you want, where
Or do you
you
think
want, and
they'll,
with
they'll
who you
keep
want.
Origin?
It's about playing together.
Like
Absolutely.
in 5
now,
years' time?
let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere, so keep your eyes
I called
open.
it. It
Write
was
the letters
a.
down
It was
as they
a.
appear, and once you've
I
got
bet
the
you the
full
next
code,
one's a
you'll be able
P.
to enter for a chance to win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam. So stay tuned and find out where to enter the code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Hazelight and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
Also, Silver Lucas, thank you for continuing that sub you got.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game, but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional
turn it
approaches
down
to solving new ideas.
for me.
There are times where you've got to like break past your own.
I feel like I'm shouting,
Even
but
if
I'm
that
not
meant
at
building
all.
a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Let's find that magic.
We pretty much just started.
And now for a deeper dive
all we've
into
talked
what
about
these
is
developers are
Apex,
working on, we
Legend
turn our
stuff,
spotlight
and Sims
on 3 studios.
stuff.
Up first is Hazelight and their
It's P.
mild-mannered,
I bet the next letter
quiet
is an
leader,
L, chat.
Joseph Ferris.
I'm really good at these prediction letters.
Let's do it.
How could I ever have guessed?
Please welcome Joseph Ferris.
There are like passionate people, there are crazy people, and there is me.
I really want to see what they're gonna do after A Way Out because
Okay, can you
that
swear
is
here?
such a
Can you
good
swear? Okay.
co-op
The
experience.
Oscars, you know? The Oscars! You!
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man. I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My 3rd movie is Zozo. It's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Hazelight, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Hazelight is all about. And action. The new game, It Takes Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away.
It'll blow my
The
mind
story
away.
starts out with a small family.
I need my
Cody,
mind.
May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive, and you actually controls both Cody and May. And you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
But how do you play the game?
Wow, that was the best way to describe
It's an
it.
L.
All right, Joseph, we love
Oh my
you
gosh,
so much.
I'm really
Thank you.
good.
Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling, and let's stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Do you think it's EA Play? Maybe? Do you think?
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better, and I think my friend Olav would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker, something out of a gothic fairy tale. What started
Olav
with a mood
seems
and
like-
some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream.
Someone I want to
And
drink
that's the
with
world of random.
and hear some stories.
Lost in Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the kingdom of random. Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
The world of random bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom
Okay.
for generations.
I like the look of it.
Transforming the fates of people.
It's interesting. It's almost like a claymation-esque vibe I'm getting from it.
There is another dice with the power to change everything. Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of random.
You can't have the sweet.
Oh my gosh, that mech reminded me of James the Giant Peach. Movie gave me nightmares as a
No,
kid.
Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
Cool.
Really cool. That's a look at Lost in Random in man.
I think it might be
embracing
EA
randomness.
Play.
I feel like I live that every day of my life. Ah! Do you know I was gonna do that? You didn't know that. Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena. As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket
EA
Arena to be an
platypus.
awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're gonna love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena. Enjoy.
Rocket minutes away.
Let's kick this into gear. The trophy will soon be mine.
Have you ever wondered why life is so good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches,
This is just like we made a game of every
quality
custom
public transportation,
Halo
and exotic destinations.
deathmatch.
Another victory.
The people are courteous and friendly.
Seems fine.
Jolly good for me.
And always happy to help their fellow citizens.
Are you leaving already?
But the real reason life is so good?
She has a Gatling gun rocket launcher.
Let's hit the trail.
Oh, it's Banjo-Kazooie.
I hunger for battle. Talk about razzle dazzle. Never turn your back on the water.
The text between these segments is surprisingly hard to read for me. I don't know why.
I'm here to rock it.
It's like a little too big. Seems like a fun time.
So as you just saw, rockets
It's
are
just another
obviously
interesting
awesome to
kinda
blast all
little
over the place.
Team shooter.
But in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master. You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray. You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100 levels of progression that unlock new cosmetics and rewards. All that and much
Gold
more
boy.
when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th. And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce
That's why it's
cross-play
not for
support
you, Dan.
right from the start. So grab your friends, regardless of their
I
platform,
could see
and get
myself
ready to
having fun
blast
with this.
off with
I
Rocket
don't know if-
Arena on July 14th on PlayStation,
I'd
Xbox,
play it for very
Origin,
long,
and
you know?
Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the arena.
But it could definitely be fun.
Wow, that looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track
look.
of the golden letters hidden throughout the show and nearly cracked the code. Here's a hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll
the next
reveal
one's
where
L.
you need to go to enter the code and a chance to win some great games on
I
Steam.
have a feeling I know
Now,
what it
from the
is.
future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas
Lady
in
Jingle
June.
the game.
It's finally time
I've had to
talk
keep my lips
Star
sealed
Wars
for so
Squadrons.
long, chat.
Okay, I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
Seize that moment.
When the perfect shot makes history. one squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Yeah, so it's 5v5 combat.
Wow.
I'm curious if
The
it's going to be
8-year-old
like
and all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is
NPC
excited. Ladies
ships
and
and
gentlemen,
stuff
for the
going around
second
with
year in
you.
a row, I have the
Whatnot.
honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here to put the hype in hyperdrive is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Fraser. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
He was like,
we're showing them right now to the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
I think at Motive, you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. We
I
started
wish I
this
had, like,
project.
old
I talked to a lot of
drawings
people as
from
they
when I was a
joined the
kid
team,
like that.
and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as
What if my
kids. One of them
mom
even
has
built
stuff
a
saved?
functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage?
What you
to
heard,
actually
extra
making
ships,
this?
no to AI
I
flying
think that
them.
fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of
Like
that,
Star
of course, the team at
Destroyers
Motive
just
got a lot
sitting
of
there.
experience
Oh.
working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up,
Well.
there was a really small group of us that were really into particularly the pilot
just-
experience within
just-
Star Wars.
just an environment
And we wanted
thing,
to
not
make
even
something new,
like
something that really went all in on that
faux
part of the fantasy. And
other
so we
fighting
did kind of a
happening.
grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. We're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. In real life, being a pilot
I'd like if they just were like,
hard. It takes
here's a
skill.
match.
And that's something that you'll see throughout the game. As you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new single player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end, which is pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
You just
I love this
Death
guy's
Starred
hand
my
gestures.
mind, man. That's awesome. That is the big question. When can people actually play it?
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I'm very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons.
That's what we want.
Enjoy.
That's what we want to see. The gameplay.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as
I'm waiting for that game.
With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on!
You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyards.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
Let him have it.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight
it's
time with
looking
all
good.
8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get them.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun!
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up! Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters
bling out my TIE
simply
fighter,
by
please.
playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you! I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Vanguard 5, that was the best!
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
It looks like it could be a good time.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
I'm hit.
Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That step is vulnerable.
I'm kind of just like watching out of curiosity. Like,
a unified squadron is
I'm
the
not talking
key
about
to
it.
victory.
I'm not saying much.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
Looks pretty.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
Yeah, there's probably. I'd like to pretend.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports Next Level.
I'm curious to see like if EA has dipped their fingers into it or something. But I mean, we could be lucky. We could be lucky, and it's just a good game.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Not afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is the one true love. Makes me feel like somebody.
But yeah, it's.
I never thought I could rise to a
I think it's good that folks are cautious of EA.
It's just me and the keeper. My heart is like.
I know I am.
Score that goal, and you're a hero.
And history carves your name.
You know what it sounds like? 60,000 people
Singing your song.
I can't live without that feeling.
It's in your bones. I feel football in my heart.
Feel it in your hands.
Want it, taste it. See the unknown.
Face my fears.
Live to fight again.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
I want to feel it all.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
There's the thing we all know. EA Sports.
Now, that's a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you.
If you love
and
sports,
that's
that's okay.
Beginning.
You can love sports.
As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to
Can I
bring
turn
you
myself
more of the
up?
games
No.
that you want to play.
I can
Games
turn
like
the-
Star Wars
them
Squadrons,
down, though.
Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on. Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today, and this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real.
This time,
Criterion
didn't
is known
just
for how their games feel.
put digital
From superior
sweat in.
physics to nuanced
We put
details
real
of gameplay,
sweat in.
this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience.
Every copy of FIFA
And with the new consoles this
and NBA
year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get
drenched
you into the
in
race
real
in
sweat.
a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where
Real
you
car
become
sweat.
the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your
We
reality.
didn't put the games on Blu-ray
For every
this time.
console
We put them
generation,
on leather.
DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual
So it's got that
presentation.
new disc
We are
smell.
creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology. This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come.
Okay, I turned the stream back
The
up.
future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback and let's build the future together.
Is that a lightsaber in
On
the
behalf
background?
of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off, there's just one more game we would love to share. Cousin Darren, over to you.
Cousin Dan Jones. That's
Thank
what
you.
you just said.
So the moment is here. We finally get to say,
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're rolling. We've secretly got together. It's the beginning.
Skate.
The skate evolution continues.
we've been waiting years, honestly, to make the right game at the right time with the right idea, and really, really pleased to say that we're here. It is really early, but it takes a little while to find Cuz or wake him up.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
Oh, the comments.
It's amazing. We cannot believe you commented this into existence. Amazing. Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
That's
Guys,
awesome. I know a lot of people are excited about
we
Skate.
brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren.
Live is in the
Thank you to
background
you.
chat.
Thank you to me. I can't believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA
I don't know. I think I'm missing a few
and
letters.
enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg.
They were in the
You can
bottom
find
right the whole
official rules
time,
and everything
chat.
else over at player.gg/EA. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Oh, well, that was it.
We see it all with wonder. We dream in every color. And we come alive. This is where our dreams begin. We are catching.
Everyone buy Titanfall on Steam. That's what Viz says. They're experiencing technical difficulties. Of course they are. Too many elite gamers cashing in on that EA Play Live secret code. What was it you could actually win for that? I didn't actually. I just wrote down the letters. I'm happy for Skate. I'm happy for I know a lot of folks who really love Skate. The Star Wars actually looks decent. I'll wait I'll wait till it's out and see if people are like, don't buy this. But yeah, glad a bunch of stuff's coming to Steam. Glad a bunch of stuff's getting crossplay. Super glad that, you know, Dragon Age 4, they announced that. That's really cool. As you know, I'm really excited that they were going to talk about that. Been waiting so long, you know. It's really satisfying that they finally put something out there, you know. They did not. They did not. just in case people were wondering. Those dragons, they look so real. They kept aging. You could see the sweat on the dragons. Real sweat. Also, hey Moxie, how you doing, bud? Yeah, I'm lying. There was no Dragon Age 4 announcement. I was being salty. I was being a salty gamer. It was all right. I wasn't expecting anything out of this presentation. But I wanted to stream it just in case something crazy happened and we could all share that moment together. Dice game, I think it was called like a random chance, a night in random something random. Lost in random. There you go. What am I gonna do now? Probably sleep. Probably lay down and sleep. I'm still in a rough mood. Probably won't stream tonight. Outside of this, but we'll pick stuff back up in the next few days here soon. Taking a little breather. Oh my gosh, wait, a secret message is getting played at the end of the presentation, chat. Oh my gosh. What?
Ooh, hello, me old chums.
Amazing. I can't believe EA put that in. I love how there's this one video right in the recommended videos that's just 1 second long. It's a good video. All right. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for hanging with me again. I think now at this point it's just the other Pokemon stream next week. In terms of game announcements, so we have that. I think that's next Wednesday. It's early as well, I'm pretty sure. What is EEK3? Haunted PS1 E3 shenanigans. Oh, that could be fun. We'll see. 41 spooky games. I might tune into that. We'll see if I'm feeling up for it. But yeah, Thanks for hanging. I don't know if Nintendo is going to do like a thing. I think they're just going to keep doing stealth drops like they've been doing. I'm still calling it. That little Kung Fu Bear is getting into Smash, and everyone's going to be mad about it. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Have a great start to your weekend. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Indeed.